Thank you very much, Mr. Livingstone. Right. I move the officer's recommendation is adopted. Do I have a seconder?
No.
Jay Jones. Now we move to the debate. Any councillors wish to debate this issue? Councillor Collins first.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Has the officer got any report for us to see from the CAA at all to confirm this situation?
No.
The comments of the CAA are quoted at point 3.3 of the report, sorry, 3.2 of the report. The comments themselves I can relay to members now, and I can actually read you the email. I'm afraid to say it was forwarded to members of the committee, but I wasn't informed until this evening that you are now on the committee, Councillor Collins, from the change that's occurred recently. The comments are as follows. I've liaised with one of, this is just to confirm, this is from Graham Ritchie, the manager of aerodromes at the Civil Aviation Authority. I've liaised with one of my air traffic engineer colleagues regarding the airport, and he has confirmed that on the very limited evidence provided, that the development is unlikely to cause any degradation to radar performance should the present radar location be utilised in the future. And he's also then mentioned, regarding the safeguarding and separation aspect, please see the comments embedded in the paper. Now those comments are summarised within the agenda item at 3.1. There was a particular error that was made with regards to the modelling for the taxiway clearance, that the wrong aircraft model was mentioned, which actually would require less of a separation distance between the parking area than what was put forward. But it wasn't questioned that the 51 metres was sufficient in terms of the clearance for the taxiway in particular, and no comments were made that called into question the information that had been provided with regards to the runway safeguarding on these matters.
Councillor Tomlinson next.
Thank you, Chair. Got to congratulate the members who are here tonight and what they've said, and gone into a lot of detail, and obviously they've looked into a lot of background about this. Yes, this has been with us, I think for the third time it's come back, and I do seem to recall on the first time there was questions or evidence given who actually is pushing this development to take place, which I had concerns with, and I know other people did. Regarding, we all received various emails from concerned members of the public in terms of what's being produced there, and I do as well. Okay, we have to look at it in different ways, because there has been in the past other factories in Thanet that have been producing various dangerous materials or whatever. But what has been said tonight about vibration and all that sort of thing, all that makes sense. And I do have very, very serious concerns, not just about the background. None of us, I don't think, know what's happening to Manston at the moment, as much as we support it, or I do, and I know a lot of others here do too. So, for that reason, I just can't support it. I think there's something not quite right here. There's an agenda with someone or whatever.
Thank you very much, Councillor Tomlinson. Councillor Partington.
Thank you, Chairman. I'm just exasperated, I think the word is. You read out the email from Graham Ritchie. I was actually going to read it out myself, reiterating the point that says very limited evidence. I would like to ask the officers why the evidence was limited, who put the report together that was supplied to the CAA, and what is their aerospace expertise.
Just to confirm what was originally put to members in the first committee, it was to defer subject to getting advice on this particular issue, which would then be corroborated or not by the CAA. Now, in this instance, the advice has been given by the appellant's consultant, so it is a submission from the appellant. And the purpose of sending it to the Civil Aviation Authority was to check that it is sound, and that therefore the conclusions from the report were valid. Now, the CAA were the original body that raised issues that need basically reflecting that these issues need to be looked at, and they have concluded in this instance, and I appreciate it as a brief email, but they have concluded that it's unlikely to impact on radar safeguarding, and has also included and gone through the other issues to do with the safeguarding of the runway and also the taxiway. And therefore, on the planning merits of the case, this has covered the issues sufficiently for us to conclude that there is not going to be a significant impact on the operation of an airport from this extension and the change of use of this building to prejudice the future operation of the airport. However, the application is still a departure from policy EC4, which designates the area for aviation use, and obviously we're putting forward a recommendation for approval, but that is up for members to consider whether or not it's an acceptable departure on that. But we do not believe that this would have a significant impact to prejudice the operation of the whole airport.
The cabinet members.